Get to the right page. You all moved a little quicker than I did. So the applicant is requesting a zone change from an R1B single family to C commercial, approximately 6/10 of a combined acre, more or less. The property is located in the northeast corner of 13th Street and Hermosa Avenue intersection. The properties were to be used as extra property for the Church of Christ, has been bought by a B. Young Properties LLC. The future land use map is comprehensive, designed the site as institutional. The future owners are planning to build a spa professional space, which a spa is only permitted in a C commercial. That's why they're looking to seek to get a commercial designation for this property. The property is within Zone X of the FEMA flood insurance rate map, meaning that there is minimal flood hazard in the area. Staff is in support of the zoning district designation request. The Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval in their regular meeting on February 18th, 2026. And then if you'll go through, there is the picture of where this property is. We did send out certified mail in the 100-foot radius per code, and we sent it out a notification at 300-foot radius by regular mail. And those are all per code. Be happy to stand for questions.
All right. Is there any public comment on this ordinance? Seeing none. City Attorney. Council comments. Is there any comments or questions from the council? Council.
Is there any response to any letters that were sent to the neighborhood? You don't need.
Any, sir?
Just a couple of questions. You may or may not know the answers. Do you know if there's a plan to combine these properties? And the second question was, is there any intention to ever vacate the alley? Just trying to get a picture of what that's
At this point in time, there's been no request for that.
You foresee it?
Well, I'm pretty sure the alley can't be vacated there as the combining of the properties. I suspect that's going to be the property owner's perspective on that. The only reason I say no to the alley is I'm pretty sure there's trash service in that alley.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I'd like to make a motion to approve ordinance 1147.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, please call for the vote.
Yes, ma'am. Councilor Mariscal.
Yes.
Bunt. Rodriguez.
Yes.
Moreau. Mullen. Mayor Pro Tem Yelsey.
Yes.
Councilor Townley.
Yes.
And Nelson.
Yes.
With that approval, we will look to adjourn the public hearing and go back to our regular meeting.
Make a motion we adjourn public hearing and enter back into the public session.
Very good. Have a motion and a second. Please call for the vote.
Yes, sir. Councilor Moreau.
Yes.
Rodriguez. Bunt. Mariscal. Mullen. Mayor Pro Tem Yelsey.
Yes.
Councilor Townley.
Yes.
And Nelson.
Yes.
On to comments from public officials and contracted services. Is there anyone? Okay, seeing none. Committee reports, budget and finance. Personnel,
I'll get this down, Mr. Mayor.
police and fire.
We've got a meeting on Thursday at 4 o'clock at the PSC.
Safety,
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
recreation.
Yes, sir. Just a couple of items. Number one, the basketball season has ended for the little ones. So they went full swing into baseball. So those who were playing basketball at the center are now playing baseball. And then just wanted to remind as council that upcoming soon will be summer recreation that we always hold every year. So we need to make sure that we consider that and get ready with the proper committees to hire some young kids that will work summer rec. Just a reminder.
Any questions about recreation? Sir? Usually.
The splash pad? The what?
Typically they try to do a soft opening earlier, right? That outdoor pool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually Memorial Day, they try to open a little early if they can. But that is a good question. When is the Memorial Day for splash pad too as well? Yep. It's not like it's warm outside, so. Any other questions? Infrastructure,
Nothing tonight, Mayor.
government.
Yes, Mayor, we did, the government committee met last week. We had Carol with the senior center visited our meeting. She's looking at a proposal to put security cameras on the buses to kind of curtail some incidents that have been happening, or at least document them. So when things happen, we don't have any evidence other than he said, she said. It makes it kind of tough. So I don't know if that'll come to budget committee or not. It wasn't a whole lot of money. We did have the museum gave us a report. They're having some sort of a gathering in Cloudcroft, I believe. Some of the area museum directors, curators. So it's an opportunity for them to come together and display some of their local wares and artifacts, and also share ideas. So we did approve for that travel for Jessica and her assistant. So, and that was really it. Any questions?
Any questions for government? Very good. Thanks, sir. Seeing done. All right, moving on. I have nothing under personnel. How about public safety? Chief.
Mr. Mayor, Council, I have nothing on the agenda, but I will stand for questions.
Questions for Chief Rob?
No parting shots, huh?
Not yet.
That comes
They
at
still got the last word, remember that.
All right, very good. Chief Hope.
Evening, Mayor, Council. I have one item on the agenda this evening. It's for renewal of the first responder recruiting and retention program that was initiated 5 years ago. This is to extend that same program for another 5 years through PY.
Great. I know, Haley, and you've been working on this. Is there any questions, or is there further or discussion? Anything you want to add to it?
Just that it's the same amount of money divided up evenly over 5 years. Doesn't have to be divided evenly, but that's kind of how the agreement's sort of outlined. And PY Foundation just wanted to make sure it got on the agenda, got renewed. They're happy to provide the support.
Questions for Chief Hope or Haley?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, very good.
Quick update, we did a graduation ceremony in Carlsbad this past weekend. So we had our recruits all participated in that graduation ceremony. So they'll be going on shift here shortly. Still got a lot to learn, but they learned a lot in the past 9 months, and looking forward to having them on the floor.
Great.
With that, I'll stand for any questions.
How many were there, Chief? You got?
I've got a question, Chief. You went to Roswell, was it last week?
Yes.
You want to give us an update on?
County Commission meeting.
Mhm.
Last week, County Commission heard a proposal to enter an agreement for Air Medical Services membership program, same one that we started again 5 years ago, I believe it was, when we started that program. So Commission heard that proposal and voted on it 5-0, and so it takes place, starts April 1st. For this fiscal year, we'll just run through the fiscal year, and then they'll renew it, and it's renewable, I think, up to 4 years is what they passed.
That's great.
Excellent program.
Great.
So, good for them.
Good for them. I mean, I think that's a big deal for the whole valley. I mean, that takes Chavez County, Eddy County. So great deal.
And as much as people travel back and forth, right, from Chavez to Eddy and so on, some people live there, work here, vice versa. It's a great deal. So
Yeah.
you're covered regardless now.
So thank you for getting down there and helping them with that. So, okay. Anything else for Chief?
How you doing staffing wise?
This fills us up.
All the way.
Yes, sir. Well, I always have to throw the caveat in there, except for the 3 overhires that you all approved a few years ago. But we haven't filled those. Just want to remind you that they're still there.
Mention.
Perfect. Thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anything else? Oh, sorry.
The airport hangars, I think you gave a report to staff the other day.
I was out there, whenever it was, Thursday, Friday last week. The floors are in the large hangar. I think the only thing they were waiting for interior was plumbing, finishing plumbing, and the interior doors. Other than that, that one's real close to being ready. The small hangar just needed the floor sealed, and it will be ready. And he assured me that April 1st we would be ready to put airplanes in. Looking good.
Next week.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Of 2026.
Yeah.
Gotta learn it. Gotta learn it. It's important. Yes. Months come and go, but the year is important. Thank you, Chief. All right, moving on. Infrastructure. Mr. Byron.
Good evening again, Mr. Mayor and Council. A little deja vu here, so I have 3 items before you tonight. The first one is consideration and approval to set public hearing on April 14th, 2026 for case number 26-01. This is the final plat for the Legend subdivision, Unit 1, and annexation located on south of 2519 West Hermosa Avenue. This is the Legend subdivision that we've been talking about in there. So this is the request for the public hearing, which we'll hear and hopefully either adopt it in the 14th April meeting. In this particular plat that's presented tonight, the only thing that's missing on it is the street names, and that was done on purpose. And so the idea when we set this up is to have the Legends of Artesia name some of the streets after the legends of folks who are in, live, or around Artesia. And so needed to give the mayor enough time to talk to the families about the names we're going to put on the streets before we put them out for public. So you will have those at the public hearing. Be happy to stand for questions on that.
Any questions for Byron on setting a public hearing?
Motion to set a public hearing on April 14th.
Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.
And the second item under community development is consideration approval to set public hearing on for April 14, 2026, case number 26-05, zone change from SA2 suburban acreage type 2 to mobile home district. Location is 2613 West Quay Avenue, and it has the legal in there. So what this is, this lot already has an existing single wide sitting on it. It is surrounded by other single wides on it, but when this got adopted or annexed in somewhere in the past, it got marked as SA2. Single wides are not allowed in SA2, they're only allowed in mobile home designation. So they're requesting to have this designated as mobile home. This will set the public hearing for it.
Questions for this one?
Motion to set the public hearing on April 14th, 2026.
Have a motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. On to item 1 under infrastructure.
So consideration and approval for an MLRLD permit, Walmart Supercenter number 3427 for a permanent change of the floor plan or expansion of a liquor licensed premises. So they are expanding a small piece of this. I believe it's like 3,000 square feet or something like that. And they're going to put in another kind of receiving and pickup area for the mobile shopper stuff is kind of what they're thinking for that corner, as I understand it. According to the rules, the MRLD, unless it's 25% of the total square footage, they don't have to reapply for a brand new license, but they do have to get permission from local government to ensure that it still meets the buffer area. So between these 2 lots and where the church is, just the lot by itself that's on the north side of it's 414 feet. So it has plenty of room to meet the 300-foot requirement. And stand for questions.
Is there any questions for Byron on this?
it's not terribly material to this discussion, but as I was looking at the packet, I didn't know that they had to notify local government of the exact floor space within their establishment of which the kids, I mean,
They don't necessarily have to notify the government. They have to notify the NMLRD so that how much floor space is so that they don't exceed the 25% requirement. If they expand more than 25%, then they have to apply for a new permit license. As I read the rule.
also if, like, let's say, I'm sorry to bog this down in hypotheticals, I am just curious though, if a church was built within 300 feet of an existing establishment, is there a carve out for that within the state rules? Do you know?
If I remember, it seems to me like we looked through this pretty heavily a few years ago. So if the business was there first and it doesn't acquire new property, if I remember it right, then it's kind of like it's grandfathered. But
That is how I remember.
if they acquire a new piece beside it, then the whole rule goes back through again.
Thank you.
And again, that's a very old memory, and it's and there's a lot of white hair on my head. They sucked up a memory cell when they came in.
Thank you.
That's public record now, so way to go.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All right, got a motion and a second. If there's no further discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.
All right, that's all the business I have before council tonight. Be happy to stand for any questions.
Any updates for us that we need to know?
I'm sure there's a whole bunch. We're supposed to hopefully, knock on wood, get paint on the pickleball court this week. Looks like they were prepping the courts when I was out there today looking at them. So I'm hopefully optimistic. Let's use those words since I'm on the record. And yes, that is 2026, by the way.
Right, thank you. Yeah.
Outside of that, they are doing utilities out there on they're doing utilities out there on 26th Street, so that's moving along pretty good out there. And I think we got our check for the county for the legend stuff last week, and
Week before
Haley had
last.
made that happen.
$4 million even.
So we're cooking.
Great. Great job. Anything else for Mr. Byron? All right.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Well, for the last time for me, the city attorney. There you go.
Bigger and better.
Not sure. All right. City clerk.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I have a couple of updates before we go to the item that I have before you. We put out a post on Facebook about the sewer average recalculation. So I did want to let everybody know, council and the public, that if you do receive your bill and there is an incorrect sewer rate, just give us a call. We can fix it right there on the spot, which, we are going to recalculate everybody's bill before the next cycle too. But we will get that fixed right there. So if you want to pay it either online or come in after you talk to us, or when you come in, we'll get that fixed right away for you. Otherwise, what we'll do is we'll do the recalculation, and then on the next bill that you'll see an adjustment. So if you guys have automatic payment and stuff like that, there'll be a credit or what have you back to the account. But you guys can give us a call if there's any questions on that as far as the public or anything. The second item for an update is we got a notification from the Secretary of State that we will have to have an automatic recount from the election for District 4 for the race with Wagner and Hill. So there is a state statute that says that if the winning person wins by either 1% or 5 or less votes, that we do have an automatic recount. So today the Secretary of State went before the state election board, I believe is what it's called, and they are giving permission for the city of Artesia to hold that recount. So tentatively, we are looking at the 31st next week in Carlsbad, because all of our ballots and the district judge is, in Carlsbad. So we're just going to go up there, and we'll have a canvassing, not canvassing board, but we'll have an election board that will do the recount that we have to appoint, and we will put out a notice for that. But it is open to the public as well. So what we'll do is there's a whole set of rules on how to do that recount, where we have to pick a certain amount of ballots from that district to run through again, and but ultimately, we'll do that on Tuesday of next week, and we have it tentatively set for Tuesday at 2:00. But we will put out a public notice for that. So, any questions on either one of that? Yes, sir.
That for as early voters, people that came in on the last day, or absentees, or it's all of them?
Yes, so we will take a percentage from each one. Yes, yeah. So basically, for each, I don't know how to distinguish it. Tabulator that we have, we'll take out a percentage of the ballots from that race to do that. So, anything else? All right. So, for my item on the agenda, I have consideration and approval of a Head Start lease agreement between the City of Artesia and Youth Development Incorporation. YDI did come a couple of council meetings ago to introduce themselves, but we did have the city attorney take a look at it, and we did put provisions in there for any kind of maintenance or responsibility for the person who's leasing the land, and it is in your packet. Now, we do not have a dollar amount in that on the lease. Previously, we had $10 per year. So in the vote, we can include that dollar amount unless you want to have discussion on that.
On this Head Start deal, the city of Artesia owns the land,
Correct.
but not the building?
Correct. Yes.
Who owns the building?
So I don't know if Southeast New Mexico.
SE.
What is this? I just know the.
New Mexico Education Corporation.
Yes, I don't know if they originally built it or not, but in the lease agreement, once they vacate or don't renew the lease, that building will become our property.
I think they wound up getting federal funding to build that building. So it's kind of like the industrial park.
Right.
We own the property, they own the building, or they provided the building through funding. Now, one thing to consider though, I think we own one building of that, which is the older building. I think that belongs to the city. The newer part of Head Start construction belongs to the Head Start program itself through their federal funding.
Okay.
But I think if you look at it, go back and look at it, the old building, which was that little 2-story building, that belongs to the city.
Okay.
That was there prior to us giving them that property to incorporate the Head Start program. And I think that the only thing that I have in question mark is going to be the property across the street that's got the chain link fence with the barn and all those older vehicles. Yeah. We probably ought to check at some point in time to make sure we have our ducks in a row to see what we technically own, that.
So we did. So I did ask Byron if he could look up the property description and ensure that all of the description was ours, or at least our land. And we did have to take out one block 2. Yeah. I'm not sure if actually I put that in. Oh yeah, I did actually.
I'm not trying to throw a wrench in things exactly. I just figured if we're redoing this for a while, just make sure it's done accurately. Not saying that it's not, just making sure. Because on this map, it looks like It might be that one parcel that says Southeast Mexico Community.
And that was
I don't
left,
have lot numbers on my map, so I don't know.
But you did carve out that lot number
I don't know, dude. And we are not including that. I mean, I don't know how to say, dude, like on that screen, the low right is not shaded. They are not leasing that from us.
Right.
The one, there's a shade that looks like it's on the property that says Southeast New Mexico Community Development. It does include some shades, so that's just kind of why I'm like asking.
That's just the overspill of the cell, of that cell. And so that didn't fit into that one cell right there. So that lot next to it is City of Artesia. That's colored in.
So everything that's yellow is the city of Artesia.
That's correct.
That's gray is.
And along with the two homes up there.
Is that right? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I think so. It just, the way it says Southeast there, kind of, and there's no red line on that part.
It is, it's just covered by the yellow square.
Roger that. Yeah, that's all.
So if you look on the, where it says number 1, all of block A is all that stuff to the west there. That's all block A there. And then lots 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of block 9. So this right half or the east half is block 9. There's a little street right away in there. That's block 9. And so what's not called out is the first lot there and the 2 above it.
Okay. Thank you.
And Cass, you reviewed this, right? And,
I reviewed it, yes.
okay.
And we had the question about, there was some property in the Southeast New Mexico Community Action Corporation, actually the title was in there. Whereas they leased in the past from Artesia the rest of it. But that's not our property, they're on the bottom.
Thank you.
Any further?
I don't know whether you want to continue the lease amount of $10.
Is,
What happens if the city ends up with this property, a lot of times, there's been federal money or state money put into those, we take it back, we gotta give them the money back. We try to sell it. I mean, we have to go reimbursement type thing. County did that recently on sheriff's posse, they said, we're gonna pay our money. They put all that money into that stuff. But right now, all those buildings are, and we put in the agreement that if they bail and if property comes to us, those buildings are coming to us also.
And during when they were here at the last, not last meeting, the meeting before last, there was a question if they were nonprofit or not. They're definitely nonprofit. I followed up on that.
That was my,
but we have a right to establish the dollar amount of the lease, is that correct?
Well,
We were at,
everyone there will agree to it.
correct, but I mean, we're at $10 right now.
It's been at $10 for, this lease hadn't been renewed in eons, 20 years. I mean, this has been 5 years with renewals and it's never been actually brought before the council and renewed. It's been 10 years for $10 for a long time. That's why I left it blank. I didn't know, and I'm sure they're not gonna mind whatever the number is unless it gets out of 100
100 million.
But that's what I'm saying.
bajillion.
Having the discussion to either leave it at 10 or raise it is up to us.
Yeah, and then they can agree or not agree. They haven't signed off yet.
I don't want to.
Don't wanna run them all.
Maybe a thought that I should keep to myself if I was smart, right? But we all know how that goes. If we end up taking these buildings back that exist on our property and they were built with federal funds, and if we sold these buildings, we would have to give that money back to somebody. Is it worth keeping this property, or should we donate this property? There's no,
They have the property insured.
there's no potential liability drama here.
I mean, is it basically like a triple net lease?
And we need to set that dollar amount tonight.
I think you ought to set it so you can have that and have them consider it. They have looked at it, have they not? And don't have any problem with saying that they didn't.
No, they've looked at it. They approved it. I mean, I think they're expecting $10 a year because that's what it's always been. It's for Head Start, but if you wanted to do something different, you certainly could pitch it to them.
I'll make a motion that we should do over $10 a year.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.
And if you don't mind, just one more thing. I know that the city administrator, or Taylor's going to do the recognition for all of you outgoing, but I just also, from myself, I wanted to say thank you, Mayor, for all of your, service, but working with us in the finance, all of my departments. You guys did a lot of wonderful things for us. And, it being my first, round with the mayor as the city clerk treasurer, I mean, I appreciate your patience for all of the hiccups that I've had along the way. But I've learned a lot and I really appreciate it. So I just wanted to say that. And that's it, unless there's any questions for me.
Any questions for the clerk treasurer? Thank you, ma'am. On to the city administrator.
Okay, I feel kind of weird doing this since I'm the newest one here, but I know all these guys probably have something to say. I think maybe Raul has something to say. I wanted to give you the floor first, Mayor, and see if you'd like to make a statement. But we do have a little gift for the outgoing council and mayor. If you
Oh, you don't have gifts for us that are stuck here?
You got it.
no, we just have work for you. We're gonna give you a bunch of.
We got the last couple of.
We're gonna give you a bunch of work.
Yeah, thank you.
And those of you who are leaving, don't think you're off the hook. I mean, I have assignments for all of you. Let's see here. Just checking out the order here. To Mayor John Henry, who served one term from 22 to 26, it's time for you to go.
Oh my goodness.
Ladies, Councilor Townley, same for you. Time for you to go. Thank you for serving for one term from 22 to 26. I'll let y'all pick these up. I think we're going to want to get a picture of all of you together. Councilor Mullen, same, although you did serve from 2018 to 2026. Thank you very much for 2 terms of service. That's a long time, and you've demonstrated a lot of patience. I think there's a job waiting for you at the guard check.
There you go.
And Councilor Nelson, also District 3, for serving a term 22 to 26. And I know you had a job change in the middle of all that, which was very time consuming. So thank you all for all of your hard work. I know Councilor Rodriguez wanted to say a few words. I figured you might, maybe the mayor. We really appreciate the work you do. As a chamber director, I have really appreciated working with all of you, and I also want to thank all of you for onboarding me here. I'm learning a lot and like working with this crew, and so I don't know if anybody has anything else to say, but I think Raul does. He's in line. So we'll get a picture right afterward with you and your clocks.
I want to stand in my place as a citizen, not a city councilor at this point in time. Councilor Wade Nelson, it's been a pleasure serving with you for the 4 years. Sorry it was such a short term, but I know that you've got other things in mind, and just want to wish you many blessings on your new, your new endeavor. Councilor Townley, it's been a pleasure serving with you for 4 years. We've been through a lot and appreciate all the support that you've given us and the understanding of what it takes to run city government and making the tough decisions that we make when we get elected up here. Councilor George Mullen, thank you for your 8 years of service. You've been a blessing that you don't know, but we've taken a lot of your knowledge in all facets of life. As a member of the armed services, you've enlightened us in a lot of things. Thank you for serving the last years as chair of personnel. You guided us through some of the personnel things, so appreciate that. Mayor John Henry, what can we say? When we came into this, we didn't know where we were going, where we were headed. I remember as the candidates were running 4 years ago for mayor, they wanted to have a vision, a plan, and things executed to where we could run the city more efficiently. I can't say that any of my other terms have I found that we've run in a more efficient manner. It's due to your leadership. Your leadership means a lot to us, and I think that we've learned a lot about each other and about what it takes to represent the community. Understanding that we represent the entire city of Artesia, not just our districts where we're elected, but we come together for some of these projects. And you and I had a visit, and just in the short visit that we had, I don't know how many projects we went through. If the public knew, some of our conversations and what projects we have on the table right now, you could stand up here for hours and hours talking about these projects. And they were with your leadership that we've seen some of this vision and some of these things go into action. To the mayor-elect, look forward to serving with you for the next 4 years as Councilor Moreau and Councilor Bunt and Councilor Maniscal. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. It's been heartwarming and it's been really, I'm still learning. I may be the oldest one up here as far as years of service, but I'm still learning every day. And thank you guys for sharing your knowledge. And may God bless all of y'all.
I just want to say one thing. I never saw an application for the guard check.
That's undercover, no.
We're not letting you leave yet, Councilor Maniscal, so.
Mayor and council members, I've got something I want to pass out right quick.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Exit bombs.
You're doing pretty good, yeah.
Exit. Exit, just exit.
Now, I handed them out a little sheet of paper and then there's a pen enclosed in there. And everybody's gonna think that's probably a bulldog pen, but unfortunately it's not. If, you probably didn't notice the one on my lapel, but it's a Cape Buffalo. And a few years ago, just surfing the net like I often do, as my wife would say, I probably do too much. I came across this video of the National Wildlife Refuge there in Kruger, South Africa. And on this video, a herd of Cape buffalo were going to get a drink of water. And as they were preparing to get a drink of water, a pride of lions attacked them. The larger buffalo were able to escape, but one calf was knocked into the river, the stream there. And the lions grabbed that little Cape buffalo and were trying to drag it out of the river. And as they were dragging it out, a crocodile grabbed that little buffalo. And there was a tug of war to see who would get the little buffalo. Sure enough, the pride of lions got it out, still attacking it. And then just out of the corner of the video, you saw something happen. The herd of Cape buffaloes came back, and they rescued this little calf from a pride of lions. Well, those pins are just to represent that if you guys work together and stay together and trust one another, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. We've done that so far, and I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciated being part of a group that stood behind each other like you have through my 4 years and I hope to see the coming in counselors do the same thing as well. Mayor Henry, thank you for your time for leading us. I appreciate it so much. For you guys that are staying on, your leadership to me has been great. You've taught me so much about city government that I didn't have a clue about. But it's been a great time, and I've enjoyed it immensely. Thank you.
Great. Great.
I'd like to just take, before anybody says anything else, let everybody know that we are doing a swearing in of our new counselors. April 1st at 5 o'clock at Artesia Senior Center, and you will all be invited, and we'll have more cookies for you. So we'd love to see you all there. I think Summer's put out a potential quorum. Is that right? Yeah, so we won't have any problems with that. We'd love to have you all there to see the new guys getting sworn in.
I'll take a crack at it. I didn't bring a pen, darn it. It's hard to follow Councilor Townley when he brought us a pen, and a pretty amazing little story here. I can't say what an honor it's been to serve the city of Artesia. It really has truly been a great deal, and my thanks have to start with Tanya. They always will, because as we all know, this is a crazy job. I don't know why people run for these positions. I really don't. And every time somebody comes and talks to me and said, "Hey, I'm thinking about running for fill in the blank," whether it be a wife or a husband, I say, you better go talk to your wife or your husband, because if you're not a team within this race and in these positions, I don't know how you can function and how you can survive. So. I've got the best teammate there ever is, and I'm so thankful for that. So always got to start there, because without her, nothing is possible for me. So starting there, then moving to the department heads, it's been such a great honor. I mean, I do believe you're right. We've put together such an amazing team here in Artesia, and I wish the citizens understood how incredible of a group we have. And I wish the citizens would look at, to Raul's point, what we were talking about the other day, how this council and these department heads, every decision we make is how do we make it better for Artesians? How do we make it better for Eddy County, really? And I'm so thankful for what y'all have got accomplished over this last 4 years. I get it. It's time to go. Y'all are probably tired. But I can't thank y'all enough for keeping up and keeping pressing, because it has been a lot on that. To the council, it's been such an honor and privilege to work with all of you. It has been great because we haven't fully agreed on everything, but I think through that we never disagreed, is the way I would say that. We didn't fully agree, and we vetted ideas, and we worked on them, and we tried to make them better. And I think that's why we were a great council. We never just said yes and stamped it and went. Everyone had questions. And I won't go through every single one of y'all, but I do want to point out, Councilor Rodriguez, we did have that discussion the other day, and what I told you is 100% true. I really, really appreciate the history and the knowledge that you bring to this council. I think it's important for so many of us to have someone like that. To me, it was vital, because sometimes I get to running, and sometimes I get out in front of my skis, as Tanya will tell you, on a regular basis. So it was very nice to have folks say, "Hey, let's think about this," and in history, and give us some of those lessons. But to the rest of y'all, to Mayor Pro Tem, to Councilor Mullins, to Councilor Moreau, Councilor Marscone, I just might as well go around so I don't leave someone out, Bunt, that are staying or have been here for quite a while. Y'all have got a lot done, and we've got a lot done, and there's a lot more ahead of y'all. So good luck on that. And I appreciate the work that y'all are going to put into it, because it is a lot of work. Now I'm going to go to everyone else, because there's so many folks out in the audience that that have helped us pull this whole thing together. The first minute with the mayor that I ever had was probably the only time I had someone show up. So, just kidding. There was a few times people showed up, but it was with Main Street, and you know, I wish the citizens would realize, show up, let's come up with these great ideas, and then we can put them in place. It was the QR code. I talk about it all the time because now you see it everywhere. And what a great idea that came from the citizens. That's where it needs to start. We serve you. You don't serve us, we serve you. And so those minute with the mayors, all those times that we have that y'all were interacted with us, it was so much fun to take that and run with it. You know, the chamber, I will always argue, and everyone in Santa Fe knows I argue it. I believe without a doubt we have the best chamber in the state of New Mexico. And so when we're building a team, it's not just us, it's not just the department heads, it's you, it's the Main Street, it's the Arts Council, it's all these citizens that do so much for Artesia. It's Rita, you know, I'm not going to forget you, I see you. It's making sure that what we do is what moves us forward. And I think Artesia has the best team, not just on the football field, not just on the basketball court, but I do believe, and I wholeheartedly believe it, Artesia is unstoppable. When we put our mind to it, nobody will stop us. The first meeting I had for Capital Outlay, we talked about the rec center, and I remember, he's since passed away, so it's hard to invite him now, but he told us, there was somebody on the other line that said, y'all aren't going to get that done, that's too much money. And I said, no, you don't understand. The money's already there. We're just looking for a little help. And they said, oh, it's too much. I said, no, this is Artesia. In fact, you're going to be the first person I invite when we open it up on opening day. That very rec center opens up within months from now. So don't tell us we can't do something. And don't ever let anyone tell you y'all can't do something. Artesia is unstoppable when we put our mind to it. And you have a team as great as we do in this room and in this community. So without getting sappy or anything else, I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything we've got accomplished. The team wins are awesome. I know Mayor-elect is going to continue this moving. Y'all have big tasks ahead of you. Hopefully, I didn't mess it up too much. So y'all don't have to fix a whole lot of things, I hope, but we'll see. But for that, thank y'all for everything that y'all got accomplished. Thank you for the council that everything got accomplished. And I'm sure I'm missing something. If I hurt your feelings, I'm so sorry. We'll work on that tomorrow. On the radio. Let me know and I'll catch it up tomorrow. Of this year. Yes, tomorrow this year. So with that, would it be best if we, because we're going to go next to the executive session, do we want to move item 17 up? So if anybody wants to just talk now, and that way if anyone in the room leaves, yeah, well, y'all will have heard it. Is that, do we have an issue with that? I'd like for somebody to make a motion to move item, well, it should be 18. The numbers are wrong.
Motion to move 18 up.
18 up so that new or other business for councils can go now, and then we'll go to executive session. So have a motion. Do we have a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. So new business. Councilor Nelson.
Well, usually I don't, but y'all peer pressured me into saying something. First, I'd just like to thank everybody for allowing me the opportunity to serve Artesia. It's been a wonderful 4 years. I would continue. I would have ran. Sorry, Kent. I would have ran. I've enjoyed it if I hadn't had that change in life. I hate being a part-timer. I don't like missing the last meeting, missing government. I apologize to the chiefs. One left, but I mean, fire and police, I've ghosted them for a long time because of my busy schedule, and I hate that. So, but I've enjoyed my time here, and for the same reasons. I appreciate working with you. You have such a forward-looking way. You see down the future, and you see, and that's helped me in my other full-time job at CV. all of y'all experience and wisdom that you've given me over the last 4 years. Thank you. It's been great meeting you, getting to know you, and working with you. And for all the staff, even Cass, thank you. Yeah. But it's great to make those relationships, and I don't like leaving, but I know it's going to keep going on and being good. And I don't have a water buffalo pin either or anything, but I just want to. I mean, he sets the bar so high. How can we ever reach it? But thank y'all for these last 4 years.
Well, again, I just want to thank everybody, and I thank Byron that he has more white hair than I do. That's what made me feel good tonight. My one term here. I'm so glad that I did get to serve, and as I said, I've learned so much about city government, and I've learned why Artesia is such a wonderful place to live, and it has a lot to do with who sits in these chairs and how they run the city business. And I think over the past 4 years, it has been done exceptionally because of all you gentlemen and all you directors. Thank you again.
Well, I don't have a Cape Buffalo pin either, but this is one of the hardest parts when you've been here a long time, and every 2 years it's a changing of the guard at some level. But Mayor Henry, it's been an honor. I've learned a lot from you. I've served with 2 other mayors, and with the help of the community and this council and the good Lord above, hopefully I've learned enough knowledge to help lead this bunch and the new ones coming on. And I just ask for your patience as we fall into the groove and figure out what our style is. And you guys going out, Wade, Dickie, George, it's been a pleasure. I've always said I consider this city government my family. I've said this before, and I truly mean it. When I lay down at night, I say I pray to God for my family at the city. I really mean it. So I really take it serious. I know the rest of you do, and it shows in our work. Artesia has been successful the last 4 years. It's going to continue to be successful. Hold us accountable if you see us slipping, or if you have some ideas to help us. We're not bashful. We'll have a different style, no doubt, but we've learned from the best, and we're going to move forward. And I appreciate the staff, council, just the entire city, the entire workforce. It's a team. It truly is a team effort. And we'll continue to do great things. And I wish you all the best in your new endeavors. Thank you.
All right, then. This will be short, crisp, and to the point. First of all, I want to thank Cass, because each meeting I always ask him to make sure he doesn't allow me to go to jail, to keep us honest. But no, it's been great 8 years. I've enjoyed it. Someone asked me today if I think about coming back later on. I said, not even on my train of thought. More than anything, though, I've really been enjoyed working with the mayor, because, as it was said before, he has vision and knows how to bring a group together to go after that vision. Artesia will probably never truly understand all he's done until he's gone and been gone for a little while. But I personally am very glad that I got the chance to interact with him. And all these other guys too, especially Raul and Jeff with the knowledge they have, Mr. Buck to keep us on our toes, for sure. But no, it's been a lot of fun. I'm glad that I was able to work with the directors, department heads. Miss Summers taught me a lot about some numbers. Byron's always kept me straight on everything. The chiefs kept me out of jail too, I'll say it like that. But now each and every employee that's for the city, that I've interacted with or spoken to on a short basis, I've enjoyed. And they can still, like I tell everybody now, I'll be on the other side, and I know what you're supposed to be doing on this side, so you better do your job. No, it's been great, and I can see the city continuing on the road that it's on with Jeff as the leadership. You got the city administrator, Ms. Haley, and of course all the councils that are going to be here and all the new councils that are coming in. It's been fun. Thank you all. Just like I tell people, they say, thank you for your service. I say, nothing but fun. Thank you.
I don't have much to say, but I do want to thank the councilors that are leaving. Wade, Jackie, Mayor, Mullen. And I really want to thank Mr. Jeff for stepping up and moving up into another position instead of leaving us. He has a lot of knowledge. I think he's got, if he don't have it, he will have it, what it takes to lead us on. And for the ones that are come in, good luck. Yeah, but it's been great working with you guys, and you know, as always, we'll miss y'all like everything else. You know, we've been together for a while. We'll miss you, but you know what? This is life. This is life. We go on, and we try our best to do the best we can as a group, not as individuals, because we're here for the people. Thank you. Good luck.
It would be rude to pass at this point. Wade, miss you. Thanks for being a sounding board on more than a few occasions. Enjoyed it very much. Good luck in your endeavors. Dickie, I might miss you the most. As I said before, dutifully reminding me that I'm a cranky old bastard every time I see him. I don't know what I'll do without that. Mr. Mullen, I'm glad you're leaving, so that I can rightfully claim my spot as the most handsome counselor. Mayor, I'm sure I have no idea how much time and effort you put into this thing, but it was noticed, and we disagreed on a couple of things, but I agree with what you said before, that we're all just trying to do what's best for the town, and ultimately, you know, I think that's what happened. My dad has this saying, maybe it's a saying everybody knows, maybe just my dad, I don't know, but he said, it's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't been real fun. So I got that, but in all honesty, I have nothing but respect and admiration for the time you've spent and what you guys have. That's what I got.
Thank you. I think I said enough, but I got a few more comments. So, you know, it's March Madness time. And if we were a team and Mayor Henry was either one of our captains or a coach, I know we'd win the NCAA tournament. Just with his foresight, his thought, his leadership, everything that he's proven to us, this would be the winning team at March Madness on that Monday night, holding up the trophy. So, Mayor, with respect, I give you that credit. I don't know if it's my place or not, but you as counselors, hopefully you're not speaking out of turn summer, but you'll get to take your nameplate with you. And you'll get to hold that somewhere in your office to remind you of the time that you served on this city council. Thank you.
You know, first and foremost, I want to thank this entire council for the last couple of years that have been outstanding. And I agree with most of the comments that came out here. Going that teamwork, you know, teamwork makes the dream work kind of a deal. But for you counselors that are going out, your wisdom will be missed immensely. You know, I've loved the conversations and learning from y'all on different subject matters, because there's things that I do really well and there's things that I know nothing about. And be able to listen to you guys and ask questions and learn, I just want you to know how much I appreciate it. I appreciate this whole council for everything that we've done. And you know, John, we've spent a lot of time talking to each other, and I've just truly enjoyed it. And I love the vision and the passion, you know, for what I've always said, my town, and to see us all come together and realize it's our town. And just thank you all for all of that. And Jeff, I can't wait. This is going to be a great ride. We're going to figure it out. We're going to keep going forward. Thank you all.
Well, I'm going to keep mine short because I already did my spiel, but The only thing I did miss is, and I think Tanya will say it, we don't have a lot of friends. I think we can admit that, Tanya and I. We are, it sometimes feels like it's us against the world, but some of y'all, I appreciate the friendship. And I appreciate the friendship that's going to go forward because it's meant a lot to us, means a lot to me. You know, Cass is a hard one for me. It's been 10 years. And Cass is somebody who has become a very dear friend. As Jared said, a lot of conversation. That part is, you know, some of the department heads, well, all the department heads, but every once in a while there'll be nothing to do with the city. It's just something random. And I hope those don't go away because I enjoyed them all the time. So, but with that, there's other things to celebrate. Enough about us. On Friday, for those that did not know, there was a Dancing with the Stars. And we did have a judge. She was kind of tough. So I'm glad she didn't say a whole lot tonight because she was kind of hard on those dancers. But as we expect in Artesia, championship blood runs through our veins. And so the trophy did come to Artesia. So if y'all see Miss Sandra Borges, congratulate her on winning the Dancing with the Stars. I think she raised $31,000. Is that right?
Yeah, she raised $31,000. She was the top fundraiser. I think next was $25,000. It was a record for United Way. It was a big deal.
Great deal.
And if you need to see a picture of her sleeping with her trophy, I have one in my phone. I'm just saying.
Fantastic event that shows, again, when we talk teamwork, when Eddy County comes together and we put all the nonsense aside, the things that can be accomplished. And that night, I have no idea how much was raised. I mean, obviously over $50,000 just with two folks. Great event. It was a ton of fun. I love those kind of things, but I always love when Artesia wins, regardless. And so, congratulate her. I thought it was really cool that the senior center was able to take their bus up there. Lots of Artesians up there having a good time. So, I want to congratulate that and highlight that. The other thing I'll highlight is there's something about a car show this weekend. It's kind of a big deal. I saw this. I think they're on your shirt. So I want to make sure that we point that out, that obviously what a great event we have coming up this weekend. Everybody go out and look at the cars. Hopefully the weather holds and we don't have sandblasting like we did a couple years ago. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. And see, they called in for it. The new exec has more pool, I guess. So go figure.
I know, the last 2 times were windy.
Yeah. So,
Oh yeah, I wasn't there. That's right.
yeah. So lots of exciting stuff coming up. If you say you're bored in Eddy County or Artesia, something's wrong with you because last weekend was a blast. This next weekend's going to be a blast. There are so many great things happening. So get out, go watch some baseball. That place is nuts. Softball. Watch those kids. Our tournament was last weekend. So a lot of fun stuff happening in Artesia. Get out, enjoy it, have a good time. So with that, thanks to everyone. Congratulations to the new counselors. Good luck to y'all. Look forward to see where y'all take us from here. So with that, anything else? Great. We'll move to executive session. In accordance with the State of New Mexico Open Meeting Act, Section 10-15-1-H72, we can go into executive session.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Please call for the vote.
Councilor Nelson.
Yes.
Townley.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Yelsey.
Yes.
Councilor Mullen.
Yes.
Moreau. Rodriguez. Bunt. And Mariscal.
Yes.
We have a motion and a second. Please call for the vote.
All right. For the last time, Councilor Nelson.
Yes.
Townley.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Yelsey.
Yes.
Councilor Mullen.
Yes.
Moreau. Oh, he's gone. Sorry. Rodriguez. Bunt. And Mariscal.
Yes.
Sir?
I'd like to make a motion that on limited personnel matters, we uphold the infrastructure director's decision. Disciplinary action.
Have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Please call for the vote.
Councilor Mariscal.
Yes.
Bunt. Rodriguez.
Yes.
Mullen.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Yelsey.
Yes.
Townley.
Yes.
And Nelson.
Yes.
All right. With that, for the one and only time, I found the gavel. We are adjourned. It's official. 4 years.